I'm the Simple Car Guy, and this is a Lexus RC300 F Sport. Let's talk about why it's such a niche car, why it's not more popular, and why you should be looking into getting one. Let's start with a little bit of background and history. The RC is a little bit of a Frankenstein when it comes to creation and construction. The front subframe was borrowed from the larger GS car, the midsection was borrowed from the IS250 convertible, and it shares the rear section in the back there with the third generation Lexus IS. All of this adds up to a shorter wheelbase but same length car as the IS that handles wonderfully. Surprisingly, you can pick almost any engine you can think of for this type of car. You can have a fuel-efficient hybrid, a 4 or 6 cylinder, and even a naturally aspirated V8 in the RCF. So what makes this car unique? Well, have you seen the spaceship-like instrument cluster on the inside? That is so much cooler than the fully digital dashes that come in modern cars. Anyway, the biggest factor that makes this car unique is actually the styling. Love it or hate it, it's definitely not dull like a lot of other pedestrian Lexus vehicles on the market. Most people love how it looks, and you will definitely catch people staring and even complimenting it. I especially like the RCF and the F Sport styling like this one that gives the car a more aggressive look. Of course, not everyone agrees with me on this, and there are plenty of people that absolutely hate this car for some reason. Honestly, I'm not really sure why. The only styling decision that I think looks a little bit funny on this car is actually the wheel gap. That's just too much gap for a sports car if you ask me, and it would definitely look much nicer if they lowered it by maybe like an inch or maybe even 2. Still looks super cool. I love the styling of this car. Either way you look at it, it's most definitely rare on the roads, and you will get attention. I live in the Chicago area, and I don't think I see more than just one of them driving around. I see more Ferraris than I do this car probably. So if your goal is to stand out from the sea of BMWs and Mercedes and be kind of your own king of the road, this might be a great option for you. What else makes this car unique is that it makes for a decent daily driver. It may not have as much space as the 4-door IS, but it's much more versatile than it may first appear. Front passengers get to enjoy plenty of leg space, very comfortable sport seats, and great ergonomics. The rear seats fold down, creating a large trunk space where you can fit large suitcases, skis, or snowboards, and whatever else you may need. Of course, this isn't a family car, but if it's just you and your significant other at home, it will make for a great daily driver. Now, there's a lot of reasons why this car is not more popular and hasn't sold in the millions. So let's talk about those. To start with, this is a heavy car. And I don't mean just a little bit heavy. It's heavier than most 4-door luxury sedans, and unfortunately, that also means that it's not as fast as some of the competition. Coming in at almost 4,000 pounds, it cannot compete when it comes to performance with others in this segment. It also doesn't help that it's more expensive than the competition and lacks aftermarket power modifications support that people really enjoy. People enjoy making their cars faster even if it's less reliable. We'll talk more about the performance and reliability in just a minute. Another reason Lexus RC is not more popular is because Lexus makes some really good looking sedans and SUVs that are just as fast and even use the same engines as the RC range. Lexus is a luxury brand that tried adding performance to its lineup and changed the perception where no one really thought of Lexus when they were thinking of a 2-door coupe. Lacking the most modern and the most up-to-date technology doesn't help attract younger buyers either. On top of that, the sales of sedans and coupes are down overall because everyone wants a truck or an SUV. There is a market for a small, fun, lightweight stick-shift weekend car, but generally that's geared toward a younger crowd with no family or kids and usually no money. I'm sure Lexus sees no reason to chase a diminishing market, which is proven by the lack of advertisement. Lexus isn't really known for doing a great job advertising their performance models anyway, and it's no different with the RC range, which is unfortunate because this is such a cool and fun looking car. So if you aren't getting the latest tech or the fastest 0 to 60, what are you actually getting? What you get is very high quality, comfort, and super reliability in a fun, sporty, stylish package. Lexus doesn't use the latest tech until it is proven to be reliable and useful to the owners. Lexus doesn't use the latest engine tech until it is proven to withstand time and stay reliable way past the warranty periods, unlike, I don't know, BMWs. Lexus simply will not put anything in their car that they aren't 100% sure about. And I kind of like that. You get a super cool car that's stylish and fun to drive, but it will also last, at least 150, 200,000 miles, no problem. Aftermarket parts that are readily available for other brands are limited and expensive, so making it faster or your own isn't always easy. Outside of enthusiasts, most people are looking for instant gratification, and this may not be something that Lexus RC can provide, as it, like I said, focuses on reliability. With all of that said, I think Lexus RC is one of the coolest, most fun and interesting cars produced by Lexus, and I'll be sad to see it go. It is being discontinued in different parts of the world, and soon people will realize what they have been missing. Now is the perfect time to go and find one for yourself, despite what the car nerds think about its performance. It's all relative to your expectations, and since some models are making 300 and more horsepower, it may meet your needs perfectly. Even though they were pricey when they first came out, you can now get all that comfort, luxury, sportiness, and most importantly, reliability for a very decent price. I believe these will become even cooler over time, even if they don't have a convertible version like I always wanted. On that note, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the Lexus RC range in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.